I don't know what it would have been. I mean, sailed along is about as good as you can possibly do. Made pitch after pitch, and it's the Dillon Gee we've known to love. And and again, those guys in the Braves uniforms walk out there, and boy, and he just locates like crazy.
You guys have had winning streaks like this season, but does this feel any different, the way that the lineup is going and the way you're getting contributions across the board?
Well, I'm sure I've said this through the years, but winning is as contagious as losing. And when you start winning, everybody seems like they contribute. And it's a different atmosphere in the clubhouse. It's different on the field, preparation. But, we're just trying to climb back in here. Our guys have a great frame of mind. They aren't getting too keyed up over anything. They know we got 4 more games to play on this homestand yet before we get to the break, and we got to worry about the Braves tomorrow.
Terry, you talk about getting a long ball from Travis, but you talk about situational hitting a lot, and dude is at bat in the 7th where he knows he wants to drive the guy in, but he says secondary, I got to get the guy over. That's something you guys have been drilling down with them, but it's something now that's showing, you think?
No question, Rich. The situational hitting, that's why even before the game today we talked about, what's different. Well, right now we're making contact and we're doing some little things. I always talk about playing the game right. Part of playing the game right is, hanging your ego at the door. When you got to get a guy over, get him over. That's what the situation calls for. If you drive him in, that's a plus. And Lucas had a great at bat tonight in that case. And David, tremendous job running the bases. I mean, heads up play and just what we needed.
Terry, I know he had a couple of rehab starts, but how difficult is it exactly for a pitcher to miss 2 months and then come back and look really like he hadn't missed 2 months?
It's real difficult. Because I don't think, again, Tony, when you do those minor league rehabs, all you're worried about when you're throwing is making sure you're feeling okay, and it's like you're getting your work in. Because again, it's tough to analyze how you're pitching because they're swinging a lot of things. You don't know if you're making pitches. You don't know if how much is working because they're always hacking at you, and so it's very hard to do. But as I said before, Dillon's a little different animal. He knows what he has to do to get ready. He knows what he does to get outs, and that is command his pitches. And he'll know in rehab starts if the command's not there. He would have certainly said something.
Terry, Neuenhuis's at bat right before Travis. Obviously he's keeping it low, trying to get the double play, but he gets some elevation there.
Well, again, just a situational at bat. Where they're trying to get a double play ball, and he's trying to get something up that he can handle. He struck out the time before on a pitch inside. I know he got out. He was making sure that they didn't try to get in there again, and hit the ball great. Hayward's really good out there, but I thought it might be a double, but it was just a real. Again, those are how you win games. Situational hitting.
You spoke about the fact that you were putting Gee on a pretty strict pitch count tonight. Were you surprised at how many times they seemed, especially early on, to try and swing at the first pitch?
Well, they're a real aggressive team. They always have been. They're very, very dangerous. They live and die with that tremendous power throughout their lineup. And when they get going, and you've seen it 3 nights in a row, they know how to win. They know how to win. They're always, seems like every time you look up, the game's on the line and somebody's standing at second base as a tying run. So, I was happy that they were swinging. I was happy Dillon was making pitches. I was told Dan, we're going to be in a situation here. This guy's going to be in the 8th inning with about 80 pitches and no runs yet. So, but it was, again, a great outing by Dillon.
Terry, 3 successful replay challenges against the Braves all in a row. Any reason that you and your crew are doing pretty well in that regard?
I tell you, I give credit to our video guy. He's really on top of stuff tonight on BJ's play. As soon as Bob picked up the phone, he said he's out, 100% out. Now Dan's play at first base. He said I don't think they're going to overturn it. And at that particular, I know it's the 6th inning. I know in the next inning the umpires take it over anyway. We had the middle of the lineup up. I knew all the factors. I just thought this is going to be a real close game, and I don't want to lose that challenge if they aren't going to switch it.
Terry, you've talked about Travis's hand speed and his bat speed. Does that kind of show you the kind of power potentially he has and just the potential overall to live up to expectations?
John, it's everything we've heard. What we're seeing right now is everything everybody – and I've got some great friends that I've had for a long time in this game, and they all said this kid is going to hit. and he's going to hit for power. He's got tremendous hand strength. And again, I think his little stay in Vegas zoomed his confidence up, that it's still there, the bat speed's still there, the power's still there. And whatever the adjustments they made, I think has made a big difference in his stance and how he approaches each and every pitch.
You called this series huge a few days ago. I mean, to come out and take the first three, be on the brink of a sweep, I mean, does that show you something with how the team has responded, I guess, to the importance of
Matt,
this?
they know how big this is. They knew it's very big. You let the Braves beat you down here, and it's a long way. It's a long climb up. We still got a long way to go. Again, we got a game tomorrow we got to worry about, and we'll enjoy this for an hour, and then we'll get ready for tomorrow.
Back to Travis for a second. Have you ever seen a guy that was struggling so much go down and get it like that without any sort of adjustment and keep it going?
I really can't. No one comes to mind. And again, you know what? You talked to Travis, and I know you guys will, but he brought up to some of the coaches that he had a chance to clear his mind. There wasn't that tremendous pressure each and every night that he's got to get it done. He went down there, relaxed, got his swing back, came back up, and he's continued to hit.
Terry, all but 2 of the runs you've scored this series have been with 2 outs. What does that say for the approach the guys are having up there?
Well, that's how you win games. 2-out hitting is how you win a lot of games. 2-out singles. You don't need homers necessarily. You need base hits. And, we go back to when we got hot 2 years ago, and the rage was with all the 2-out hitting we did for about 3 weeks straight. Won us a lot of games. And when you get guys in scoring position and you can get 2-out singles, it makes a big difference.